Hey everyone, it's Josh and Jen from joshnjenbrown.com. Today I have a special guest, Sharkhead.
Andy Graham.
We found these at Walmart for our grandsons, and apparently they were a hit today. Josh got to see them, and them.
I was shark attacked all day.
So that's the household fun for the day. Glad they enjoyed it though.
Me and the grandsons can both be Sharkhead.
And if you haven't seen Moana, you need to watch it because that's where he's getting the Sharkhead from.
Yep. So anyway, we're tasting beer.
Yeah.
So I guess the math is going to have to come off.
It is. You can't drink with that. No. Josh selected the order to have these in.
I have a little bit of a plan. This is the fall.
Oh, the second one's going to be hoppy.
This is the Beers of Fall Sam Adams collection. We've taken out the Boston Lager because we reviewed it before last year when we did Jen's favorite, the Brew United, yeah. So
I'm already going to tell you, that one, I'm not going to like.
This is lightly hopped.
It doesn't matter.
So we'll see.
They probably fucking lie.
But I've got to start it out with the one they're calling 20 pounds of pumpkin.
We're using our laptop today because our battery on our computer or on our video camera seems to die rather quickly, which we did some videos the other day and lost all of them.
Yeah.
So the reviews we did on the ones that we had drank just disappeared. So tonight we thought we'd try our laptop and see if that might work better. So we don't know if this is going to show up grainy when we actually review it.
Yeah.
But right now, looking at it, it's grainy.
It looks grainy to us, yes.
Yeah. Maybe it'll look better after we've had a few of these.
So, yeah, maybe our eyes will become grainy and they will match the grains on the computer. So anyway, 20 pounds of pumpkin.
I think this is the one you're looking the least forward to.
Well,
like you have said several times about.
Remember we got, last year we drank one of the pumpkin ales or something, and it was just
super
so pumpkin.
It was like eating pumpkin pie,
yeah.
Overkill.
So my thought was, this one would, the honey rye pale ale would get the pumpkin out. Then we have what I'm really looking forward to, black water.
I think that's going to be good.
And then we've got the maple red.
I think we tried a maple one. It tasted like maple syrup.
It wasn't Sam Adams, though.
Thick like maple syrup, but it tasted like maple syrup.
But I'm going to be distracted.
You gotta warn me of this stuff. I'm not on camera.
And then we got Jen's favorite, and it's my favorite Sam Adams beer. Also, I like the summer ale more than Jen does, and that's close with this one. But the Octoberfest, of all the Oktoberfests that we have had, at least I'm not going to say that you couldn't go to Germany or something and get a better Oktoberfest beer, but as far as what we've had available to us in East Tennessee, Sam Adams seems to be the best of the Oktoberfest.
Mm-hmm.
I will open beers this time. One of the videos that we lost, Jen had to open all of those beers because she lost a bet.
I hate when I'm super confident about something and I'm proven wrong. So we're starting again, in case you forgot, with 20 pounds of pumpkin. It doesn't really smell pumpkin. Although it does in the bottle. It doesn't in the jar. It smells like pumpkin pie.
At first, I breathe, I don't smell pumpkin, and then the
I
more
smell the
breathe
nutmeg and all that.
Yeah. It says an ale brewed with pumpkin and spices.
But in this, I don't.
5.7% alcohol, so it's pretty strong. 14 IBUs. I don't know what that is. We need to look IBUs up. To be more informed beer drinkers.
What is it?
IBU.
What did you say it was?
It says 14 IBUs down here at the bottom. It says 33 IBUs. That seems like a lot more than 14. But I don't know what an IBU is, so I'm really just throwing like numbers out. 33 seems bigger than 14.
Oh, now I smell it. I guess since it's been trapped some in the jar.
Yeah. But it does. It smells more like the pumpkin spices. It smells like you just
It's dark.
Smells like you opened up a can of Libby's. If what I remember from like other pumpkin beers, it's almost like the Octoberfest, which sometimes has a hint of pumpkin. But it's almost like an Oktoberfest with way more pumpkin, is what other ones were like.
It has a smoky flavor to it. I really don't taste much pumpkin. It's got a smoky flavor to it to me, which is weird. Not bad weird.
No, actually, it's good.
Do you taste the smoky?
A little bit.
Get the hint of the smoky?
The pumpkin is really more in the smell.
Yeah. There's a very, very slight taste of the spices at the end, but it's not like overpowering or overwhelming.
Yeah, it influences you a little bit with the smell. I think if you held your nose and drank it, you wouldn't
But
even...
I taste more of a smoky flavor than anything.
Yeah. But it's which we hadn't got to the Oktoberfest yet, but it is Oktoberfest-like.
I'm cold. I'm chill bugs. Do you feel them? Can you see them? And my nose is starting. Huh?
Warm out here than it is in the room, I think.
And then good old Tennessee allergies starting up.
I've been sneezing for a month.
Yeah, there's some ladies at work that have been sneezing like crazy.
What do you think of it? How did the last?
I like them. That's just one strand, right?
Yep. I didn't know if we wanted to do something different or just add to that or go further around.
Well, we're mostly, I mean, we could do some here. I love Amazon. We got some new lights off of Amazon because our teardrop lights here, where we have it, our porch is enclosed, so it doesn't, they're solar, and I didn't realize that when I got them, which we love them.
I think this strand is completely not working now.
No?
This one will come on a little bit, but I think this one's
I think we should try to, yeah, we haven't had much luck with the solar lights. These work off USB, so we plug them into our light socket up there.
And hopefully they'll stay.
Yeah, because these are cute.
Good. Yeah,
Actually pretty bright for...
I think they're brighter than the teardrops.
Yeah. Teardrops are pretty, but... Yeah, I like these. They're tiny and they're on copper wire. I mean, they're itty bitty.
The copper shouldn't go bad, I wouldn't think, but hopefully, when it's 96 degrees and humid. Oh yeah, I know it's back there.
Oh. There's a grasshopper too. Or Katie did or something.
Oh. Yeah, Katie did.
He's moving around like a little fish out of water. Then you got our big spider up there. Then we have a beautiful bird's nest up here. Birds have built, they tag team. There were 2 of them. Build a nest up there. We don't know if there are eggs up in there.
It's moving.
What's moving? Oh, yeah. That spider's like right above your head. Josh doesn't like spiders, so. But anyway, I was track of what we were talking about. Yeah, I think we'll put some here too, in the view of our lovely camera.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is actually not bad.
When I 20 pounds of pumpkin seems like a whole lot of pumpkin cotton.
Yeah, it does. That's
especially in a 12-ounce bottle.
Yeah. I just don't get the
So I was expecting
The
this thing
smoky flavors
to
got
just
me
be dominated by pumpkin.
a little baffled. I mean, it's good though. I wouldn't sit here and have maybe more than 2. I don't like it. I mean, I like it, but I don't. It's not one I could just sit here and just keep drinking. I don't
But
think.
if you got a 6-pack of it, it wouldn't be like, oh, this is terrible.
No, but it wouldn't be like an Octoberfest.
No.
Where it'd be like,
But it's good. It's smooth.
it's smooth. I still can't get past the smoky. It's not bad. It's just unexpected. The smoky flavor has caught me off guard.
The thing that really caught me off guard is the fact that it's like, I think it was just a last year Sam Adams had, I think they just called it a pumpkin ale. But my God, it was pumpkin ale. Wait.
Was it in that weird named one? Like in Kugels, like in Kegels, like in whatever.
I think they had one.
I think theirs was the bad one. They had weird flavor.
Well,
Ginger. They had a ginger something.
They had a decent Octoberfest.
Yeah, that's about the only beer.
But then, yeah, all of the other Kugels have not been a fan of. But they like those, yeah, and the lemon shandies, which is like drinking a half beer, half Sprite.
Sorry, guys.
So,
While he's finishing up, we had mentioned earlier about the video that we lost, or the videos that we lost of the reviews that we had done of, what collection was it?
that one was the Beers of Summer.
By Samuel Adams.
Yes.
For some reason, I am feeling...
Not to be confused with
Don
Henley.
No, not the Boys of Summer.
What you were saying.
Don't know why I'm punishing myself, but, or actually Josh either. More so myself. I had told him that maybe we could go ahead and give our review of those beers as we get ready to drink them. We'll buy another 12-pack of them. But I told him that we should chug them. And trust me, it will be a task to see who does it. We'll do the same time chug so it's fast. Then.
Yeah. Well, we
individually, because we'll have to psych ourselves up.
We drank 3 out of the 5, because of course there's always the Boston Lager. Mm-hmm. So we're not going to review the Boston Lager like every single time we do these things. But they're good. Yeah.
They're not my favorite beer, but I mean, if they were there, I would drink that.
Reliable.
Yeah. Good backup.
Right.
It's like the girlfriend you can call when you're on a bad date and she rescues you.
It's not spectacular. It's just a good beer.
Yeah.
But
and Josh came up with we're each going to pick six beers that we each like.
Well,
our favorites.
I don't know.
We're still working it out.
I don't know what they do everywhere else around the country or around the world. I'm not having on our videos, but around here, grocery stores, they've got 6-pack packages, and then they've got individual beers. And for like, what was it, $9 or something like that?
Yeah.
You can basically pick and choose the individual beers that you want. So everything that they have in the store, and around here, Kroger's and Food Cities have really good beer selections.
We need to hit our Food City. I don't know why we haven't been there.
Yeah, half of the Food City is beer.
Yeah, now it is. I don't like Food City to shop at because I think they're expensive. But we went. Why did we go in there? I heard. No, we saw it on that app.
But you can get
And they have
growlers.
Yeah,
You
and
growlers
you can bring your own growler.
Yeah, you can bring your own and fill it up. So maybe we'll go down there. Though they may have more.
Definitely. I don't know why we keep forgetting that.
Well,
but they have a
shop
huge area. We'll try to remember to get a video of it when we go.
Yeah.
It is enormous. I mean, they have a bar where they have on tap certain beers and it changes daily, I think she said. And you can get growlers. Just bring your growler, or you can buy one if you don't have one.
We have a few empty growlers.
Yes, we do. Although we can't get them anymore from the gas station.
But anyway, so we're going to each pick 6 beers that we would consider one of our favorites. So that and we'll review those, but they'll all be good reviews. But we'll tell you why we like them so much. As opposed, I mean, this one, it's hit and miss. This, luckily, I thought was going to be a miss, turned out to be at least somewhat of a hit. I would call it a hit. It was second base.
Yeah, because it was surprisingly pleasant.
Maybe not a home run.
I think we were anticipating a very overpowering taste of pumpkin. I'm not looking forward to this next one. In case you don't know, I do not like hoppy beers. For my displeasure of hoppy beers, you can watch our video called "Now Jim is Just Pissed."
Yeah, the Brew United collection.
That's his favorite video.
Had last year was the Irish Red was good, and there's another one.
Something Hellas.
Fresh as Hellas.
Yeah.
Was good, and
there is lots of foul language in it.
The rest were very hoppy.
Oh my God.
Which, I've seen other videos. The videos where Irish people do this videos.
Those are funny.
Yeah,
we're Irish, so we like watching those. I love to hear them talk, although I can't understand most of what they say.
But they complained about it. We showed you that article where apparently American craft beers they just have an obsession with hops.
I do not understand it.
And hops to a certain degree, if that's what you like, they add flavor. But at a certain point, it seems like all you're doing is just cramming bitterness into the beer.
That's nasty.
That's so nasty. So, there are some IPAs out there that just bite your tongue. Mm-hmm. And,
are we doing these on separate videos? We had not discussed that.
Well, since it took us 18 minutes to do that one, unless we plan on speeding things up, probably should.
Well, if we don't speed it up, they'll just watch a second video. It's 40 minutes long.
Yeah, but it's going to be like an hour and a half.
We'll do our best to speed it. We've covered a lot of topics, though.
We got new shit to work with, so it's possible that I could
edit.
Yeah. And maybe make it where you can skip some different ones.
I am not. I don't even want to smell it. Y'all have no idea.
She's just worried because it's this pale ale. It doesn't say India pale ale.
Oh.
Honey Rye Pale Ale.
It smells like grass.
Lightly hopped.
It is BS.
With hints of honey and spice.
Smell it.
We don't rinse our glass going from one thing to another because we're animals.
No, don't. Oh, this smells terrible. This is not light. They're full of it. I see you laughing. And I'm trying to behave because I started a new job. And I don't know if they'll watch these videos and they'll have a whole new perspective of me.
They
Oh my
would.
God, they're still terrible.
Oh, my neck's itchy.
Dudes, don't do neck beards.
I don't have a neck beard.
I know, it just made me think of a neck beard. Because right now it's down here because you've been busy.
Yeah, but neck beards are like guys that grow it and it only grows on their neck. It doesn't grow on their
Well,
face.
I
That's a
don't
neck
like
beard.
it when it's down here. I don't like a beard. But for some reason you keep one on your face. Or I say I like it. He seems to keep it.
It's not like I have this big Grizzly Adams beard going on. The taste is not as strong as the smell. It is. I'm going to let you taste it first before I say it. This is not going to be your favorite beer. I'm going to tell you that already. You already know that. I like it.
It's amazing what you will put in your mouth and what you want. Like Dr. Pepper, he accidentally drank some of my Dr. Pepper the other day because they told him it was Diet Coke, which I find disgusting. But I don't act like my tongue's going to fall off from the taste of it.
Dr. Pepper is garbage water.
It is not. It's delicious. And you would have thought he just accidentally ate a turd. I mean, he's just.
I would have been better off.
And I'm like, it's just Dr. Pepper. This is way, 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 way worse. You lie. You're such a damn liar.
How am I a liar?
I freaking hate these beers.
Okay, so now that she's had her drink, she's already expressed by her facial expression.
I feel like sticks. Why does it stick to your tongue? It like stays there. That taste lingers. These make me want to vomit.
A lot of times you'll get a similar opinion of us on whether a beer is good or bad. Obviously, right now you're not, because I enjoyed this one. This one's very good, I think. It's like an IPA if it were very light. This is not like a hugely overpowering IPA taste.
It stays with you. Like it's on my tongue.
If you enjoy hoppy beers, this is what you're expecting and what you want. If that's what you like, which I like all kinds of beers, but if a hoppy beer is what you're expecting and what you want, and you're not, some people I think with hoppy beers, it's kind of like the people that eat, like they go into a place and get the hottest chicken wings they can get, and their tongue is on fire and they're completely fucking miserable, but they have to eat it because it's like they have to have the hottest ones, like it makes them feel like they're tough and shit.
Like our son loves to go and get the hot stuff, and then
But I think he's doing that a little bit. Like he gets the hotter ones, which I'll admit, our son's 20. When I was 20, I would have gone in there, got the hottest ones. I would have acted like it was all great, but I would have hated it. And then when I had to go and shit later, I would have hated it again.
He'll get them.
He won't
every
finish.
time. He will not finish. But he sits there and he's like.
And he's like sweating and his face is red.
Wiping his nose because his nose is
and he won't put his tongue in. He like has his mouth hanging all over my head.
Oh, we love him. Oh my gosh, it's funny. Because he does it to himself every time.
He's not your typical 20-year-old in any way except that particular one.
Yeah. 'cause he has Asperger's, so he's
But in that particular way, he's a 20-year-old boy who's got to act like he wants the hottest ones. And like I said, I was that way. And I enjoy the flavor of a buffalo sauce. I get mild wings when I go out. There's a place around here called Carolina Ale House. I didn't pay attention to how they had the wings staggered.
Oh, yeah.
They had Thai ones, which I like the flavor of the Thai sauces, but they are a little on the spicy side. So usually I'll get a teriyaki or something to mix, with them so I can have a break. But I didn't realize that was the hottest wing that they had. And I was dying. When I was Bryce's age, I would have just been like, no, I'm good. And my tongue's like all bubbling up and like sticking in my teeth. But now I'm like, this shit's hot. I'm not like doing this. I'm not. When you're male and you're 20, you're done. There's no way around it. You might have an extremely high IQ. You might be in college and going to end up being a doctor, but at that point in your life, you're just done.
I decided to take a train. That was not smart.
But anyway, so there are IPAs and stuff out there that are so hoppy that people that get those and drink them, I swear it's the same as the people that get the hottest chicken wings. It's like they have to get the most bitter, hoppy beer and act like they like it, and then if you don't like it, then you're not the same sophistication level that they are.
I am okay not being the same sophistication level of anybody.
Well,
as anybody.
Yeah, and me too. I'm also fine eating my mild wings, or when we went through Zaxby's, they called it wimpy, which I thought was still kind of spicy. But
he goes, this is not wimpy.
I do think they gave me the wrong sauce. That's spicy as another like mild buffalo.
Well, it's more orange, so it seems to be more spicy.
But
it seems like the oranger it is, or the more orange it is, the spicier.
Sometimes, it's like this atomic orange. But to me, really, if you don't like hoppy beers, you're going to feel like she does about it. If you enjoy hoppy beers, what I'm saying is, this is like a nicely flavored hot wing sauce. You can enjoy it without burning your tongue off. Well, this one, you can enjoy the hops and enjoy the flavor without your face folded in because it's so bitter.
The taste lingers with you. It sticks on your taste buds and just sits there, and I don't like that. I don't think I finished what I said about the beers that we had done the other day. We were going to chug them. Did I say that? I can't remember. We're going to chug them at the same time to make it quick. I think I said that, but I can't remember if I just told you or if I said that on there. But
3 of them we're going to chug, right?
Yeah. And they are...
Her empties are still out here.
Hefeweizen?
Yeah.
Tropic of Yuzu. And Berliner Weiss. Sec 1, Sec 2, Sec 3 is what they are. And one of them, I don't remember which one we had first.
They're in, if you go the furthest away from you.
Oh, that was the first one.
They're in order.
So the Berliner Weiss. That one started out okay. I know I'm doing this now, but I will do it again later. It started out okay. It was kind of tart, but the more you drank it, the more tart it became. Like, probably having 2 of those, you have a bellyache. I remember the other 2 stuck, but I don't really remember much about them.
The Tropic of Yuzu was more like some weird juice than a beer. It was extremely citrusy.
These actually make me sick if I have to.
And I do remember in the Hefeweizen we got on a bit of a tirade about what exactly crisp tastes like.
Yeah.
And how that became a description of a flavor.
I do not very like this. Seriously, guys. Oh,
Oh, this one's good.
it is not good.
Well, you can see the difference in someone who doesn't like a hoppy beer and someone who does enjoy a hoppy beer. So if you don't like hoppy beers,
Don't drink it.
if you like malty beers, or if you like just smoother American style, like macro brew type beers, then hey, you're probably not watching this video. If you're drinking a Bud Light, you're probably not watching our video. That's good. That was a triple, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay, for the people who I work with who might have suffered through this much of the video, I do. We work on I'm way more fun than you thought I was. I have to behave at work.
I understand. It's work. Just for you.
Thank you.
Didn't make you finish your...
There was like a sip.
May have to...
Ooh, that was an echoed. I don't know if you'll hear it on there, but I heard it echo.
Gary should be more fun.
Angela's fine. I like Angela.
I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, I hope that the other one doesn't alter the flavor of this one. Because when we did the Brew Nighted collection, there was so much hops that it totally messed.
It does
with
say
beers.
It's crisp. And so was the Hefeweizen.
It smells like coffee.
It says crisp and dark with hints of cocoa. 4.9% alcohol, 19 IBU.
What was the one that had the... Was it a mocha or something? Was there a pack that had...
I thought one of these had a mocha stout.
I did too.
Which, let's go back real quick. Honey Rye Pale Ale is 5.8% alcohol, 33 IBUs.
These tend to be
You know what an
heavy.
IBU is? Then good on you.
I can't read these. I need glasses.
But
Josh always
5.8.
says my eyes for looking at, not looking with.
You definitely can't tell on this video, but my wife has very pretty eyes.
I'm not one to give myself compliments, but I love my eyes. And my long lashes. And yes, they are real. I do get asked that sometimes. Sometimes these darker beers are, this is like black. Tend to be a little thicker and heavier, so you really can't drink these too fast or too many of them, or you will be sick.
Yeah.
But it smells. It's weird because
remember we got a wild hair and tried to chug a Yingling Black and Tan, and that's not as heavy as this.
That was not a good decision. That's
like milk in 90-degree weather.
Yep.
It's not a good choice.
I don't like coffee. It's like there's coffee, but there's another hint of something. I don't know what. I don't like coffee, but I like the beers that taste like coffee for some reason.
I wouldn't say it's strong.
It's not even thick.
It's not like a Guinness or anything like that.
It also has this. You know what it reminds me of? That campfire one.
The what collection was that in?
I don't remember.
That was the Sam Adams.
Was it? I don't remember. I know we did a review on it. At least we wrote it on our blog.
We did. I am.
There was a
Pretty
campfire
sure
one. It tasted like a campfire smells. And this
Yeah,
is
if
what
you
it
took a
reminds me
campfire
of.
smell and put it in liquid form and then drank it,
That would have
was
been
that
it.
beer.
I mean, it was dead on. But this kind of has that.
Well, a lot of times the one that have the coffee flavor, just because they have that roasted flavor from like a coffee roasted, bean, which burns a little bit and then gives it that caramelized.
It's not as thick as you would presume. Because usually the dark beers are kind of thick.
It's still way heavy on you.
It is, yeah. Of course, we're 3 beers in. So, it's a bit, I'm feeling kind of, at the moment, I'm feeling full, so, the other two might end up on another review. Because I'm feeling like full, are you? I don't want to overdo it and feel bad.
Yeah.
They might appreciate the break. The flavor of this one kind of lingers, too.
If I were to compare it to some of the other like black beers, like
Black and tan. Where's it?
a Guinness is definitely much smoother than this, but it's got that thickness. I remember Mom once told me that she didn't like Guinness because she didn't want to have to eat her beer with a fork.
I like Guinness. Guinness Blonde is good. That I do know. Okay. Josh has to keep up with what I like and don't like, but I do know I don't like coffee beers. I like IPAs or pale ales.
You should try real black.
Those are two things I do know I don't like. There's one called Shake, Chocolate Shake. It tastes like a Tootsie Roll. That will be in my pack of the ones I like. I think we tasted that for the first time at House Station.
If I were going to get a beer like this, I would get the 1554.
What did we get with that? We stopped getting them together because they gave us headaches. We felt bad after we had them together. Belgium? What was it?
Was it the amber, the copper ale maybe?
Yeah, copper ale and the 1554s.
I can't remember who brewed the copper ale right now. Well, yeah, we used to alternate them, but man, they tasted so good doing it that way though.
And I liked Magic Hat, and now you can't find those. Magic Hat number 9.
Are good beers.
Yes, and now they don't have them, so it's like every time I go find one I like, they take it away. We really need to check them out. We need to remember to take a video when we go.
This is okay.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
But if I were going to get a black beer with some
I'd probably
coffee
still get a black and tan from these. I'd have to drink it Guinness again.
You should have a real black and tan.
Oh, that's the Guinness and Bass, right? Right. Maybe I just need an Irish carbone.
You should try a real black and tan.
If you haven't tried an Irish carbone, you need to. Those things are awesome. And they hit you quick. One. Give it a few minutes. I had two. Because
if I was going to do that, I would rather like
it's Guinness and Jameson. Is that what it is?
Bailey's.
You have Guinness
It's a shot of Bailey's and Jameson.
and drop it in Guinness and you chug it. Shit, good.
I'd rather just have the shot of
No.
Jameson.
I'm not a
And
whiskey drinker.
Drink a Guinness.
But there was the peppermint whiskey up in Gatlinburg. I like that. Was it peppermint? Cinnamon. I liked that.
If you like the cinnamon whiskey, I mean, you should don't dick fuck around with Fireball.
Fireball has antifreeze in it. Like they were recalling it because of the levels of antifreeze. Antifreeze in it. Yeah. Get the.
Yeah, I mean,
get the.
Don't dick around with Fireball just because college girls drink it and lame ass pop country singers throw it in their lyrics.
Yeah. Get
Jack Daniels,
that
Jim
is
Beam,
good.
both make a cinnamon.
Good. I like
the Davy Crockett up in Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
I mean, we're East Tennesseans, you know, close to being Gatlinburg and everything. But if you want to get whiskey, there are better whiskeys.
We need to go up to Gatlinburg and get. There's a wine place up there. At the moment, I can't think. It's Tennessee something.
Well, we know where it is.
We know where it is.
Yeah, now that shit's good.
We need to do a review on it because they now sell it online, but I can't remember what it is. So we need
to do a review. I guess we need to.
I know I want the Niagara grape. Niagara, because that was the one they sold out of, and we couldn't get. And you like the muscadine.
The muscadine was really good.
I can't remember the three we got, but they did not have the Niagara, which I wanted.
Did we get a blackberry or something?
Yeah, it was good too. They were all good. That because you can do samples. If you ever come to Tennessee, East Tennessee, you get to go to Gatlinburg. They do charge you now, which they didn't do before, but they take it off a purchase if you make a purchase at moonshine and wine places. I mean, people go in there and just knock it off.
Yeah, I mean, we're drinking out of our
out of our Sugarland shine.
And the moonshines are fine.
Yeah.
You could get better, like, actual honest-to-God moonshine that's not legal. But you can get better.
How was our brother-in-law's?
It was good.
Because I won't say his name or anything, or where he's at, but...
Especially
he
not being...
Yeah, he's not native of... Well, actually, he is. I think, from Tennessee. I'll tell you off camera, but remind me.
Maybe it's genetic.
But he made some and brought it. I do not like straight moonshine. I want it flavored. Every time we go to those places, I hand it to him because I'm like, here.
Everybody else acted like they were about to choke, but no, it's not those smooth.
Well, I like our brother-in-law, so he's a cool dude. I won't say their name for privacy reasons, but I always enjoy when they visit. I have two sisters in different states. Josh has a brother. He lives in a different state. So we like it when family can come in. We don't get the opportunity to go visit much because we have animals we have to try to figure out and stuff. So we just tend to not put that burden on people and take advantage when we can when people come in. So, but yeah, but he brewed up some and apparently it's pretty good. My mother My mother's strange. I love her, but she's strange. She dipped her pinky in it, or her finger. She dipped a finger in it. And she's like, my finger's getting drunk off of it. And I'm just like, she probably gets snockered just from the schnockered. That's a southern term if you don't know what that means. It's like hammered kind of drunk. Plus I've had a few of my faces turn red, so I know that I've got a buzz going. I can feel it. It's pretty stout. But I like the apple pie moonshine. Do you remember when we went to Amy's for Thanksgiving a few years ago and she made that, she had it like simmering in the crock pot? She likes her shine. We went to the cabin.
I sort of remember that, but I don't remember
I don't remember the shine. It was good stuff. I don't know what she did to it. And then she had us do shots of, I can't remember what she called it, but she's like, there's Christmas in your mouth. Oh, God, what was it? What's that expensive tequila? Yeah, it was that and something else. We had to do something. Was it lick cinnamon and then take a shot of that? I don't remember. Anyway, Amy loves her shine, and whatever that was Christmas in her mouth. If I asked her, she'd know exactly what I was talking about. Anyway, I know, we're off subject. That's what I do. This is the daily life of Josh Brown living with me. This one isn't bad. It isn't as heavy as you would think being a dark beer, because usually when you see a dark beer, I tend to think it's going to be very heavy. Going to have to limit, which we're on our third, so, yeah, it's 11:09. 5:30 comes early. But I'm full. But it has a kind of a coffee flavor to it. There's a hint of a coffee to it.
Yeah.
What is this?
It's
black lager.
Yeah. But I'd say it's a milder flavor.
Yeah, it's smooth. It's definitely smooth. It's not.
Maybe if you're not sure if you're going to like a black lager,
Try that one.
yeah, try this one. Or a stout,
My sinuses are bothering me.
check this one out. If you think it's good, then move on up to some of the other very dark black beers.
It's funny because up until when were you in LCD? About 6 years ago? Or no, it's been longer than that.
I think it was a little more than 4 because remember, what's her name had that thing, Facebook thing. You've been friends with such and such for 4 years, and it was pictures.
Well, Josh was in. I did not drink beer. For those who don't know, you couldn't get me to drink a beer for nothing. He was playing with LCD at a boat dock. They had wine coolers and they had beer.
Yeah, when you play music, a lot of times
I wasn't about to have a wine cooler.
part of the way that you get paid is free alcohol.
So I wasn't getting a wine cooler. And I knew Yingling because I drank Yingling. So I got a Yingling on tap and I actually liked it. I think I tried it before in a can and I didn't like it. But I had it on tap, which surprised him. And I'm like, I wasn't getting a wine cooler. And it's kind of been hooked, oddly enough, ever since.
So,
do you want to try the maple?
Your call.
What? I'm getting full. I mean, we could try it and not have to finish it.
True. Well, kind of if we try the maple, then there's only an Octoberfest left. Of course, Octoberfest could get its own.
Yeah, Oktoberfest are great.
It could have its own video.
Shiner has an Oktoberfest. It's good. Not as good as Samuel Adams, though.
Well, even as much as we didn't like a lot of the Leinenkugels, I would actually say after Sam Adams, Leinenkugels Oktoberfest was probably the next best
I
one.
don't remember it well enough to know.
It was very close to Sam Adams.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
The first, well, was it Boston?
Hmm?
I don't remember. It was the Boston Lager. The first Boston Lager we had recently was good. The second one tasted different. But I think it was we had something before it. Wasn't it? In October. When you've had something you really like, and then you drink another beer, but you like the beer, but it's not like when you're like, ooh, yeah. It's like the Boston Lager. I know, went all Randy Savage there. Didn't mean to. Like, Oktoberfest are fantastic beers. Probably one of my favorites. And then you have the Boston Lager. So I think we had an Oktoberfest and then had the Boston Lager. So it's kind of like a downgrade. So it was like, this Boston Lager doesn't taste as good as the other one we had the other day, but I think it's because we had it and didn't have the Oktoberfest, which we said, which we'll say now, in our other video that we lost. We outsmarted Kroger because at the Kroger near my work, they've had the Shiner Oktoberfest for a few weeks now. And so we keep an eye out at our Kroger in Oak Ridge, and they had them hidden behind the
summer
collection. Well, guess what, Kroger? You can't put one past the Browns.
Not when it comes to beer.
We spotted that Oktoberfest. So I think we tried the Boston Lager, or had a Boston Lager, before we got the Oktoberfest. So when you have an Oktoberfest, in my opinion, and then you have a Boston Lager, you're just like, well, this doesn't taste as good as it did the other day. Because it's not going to, because you just had an Oktoberfest. What? I'm excited.
You are.
Boy. I'm trying to finish
We're going to crack the maple red. Okay.
Thank you for you guys' last one.
We're going to give the Octoberfest its very own.
Very worthy.
So,
This tastes maple, or smells mapley.
according to this,
It's like smelling syrup.
it's got 18 IBUs, if that tells you anything.
When you know,
We're going to look up IBUs and figure out what the fuck we're talking about, because the description is rich and complex with maple sweetness. It is 6.2% alcohol. So, this is a hefty mofo. And then we'll figure out what IBUs mean.
the IBUs in beer refers to the International Bitterness Unit. That's why the second one had freaking 33.
Interesting.
The IBUs in beer refers to the International Bitterness Unit Scale, which is a standard of measuring the amount of hops in one's beer.
Huh.
For
Well, that's
example,
good for
a
you.
hoppy beer like holy shit. For example, a hoppy beer like an IPA, this is just crazy, will have a very high IBU rating, like 75. I guarantee you some of those in the Brew United are up there. While a malty beer like a stout will usually, but not always, have a low IBU rating around a 30. BS.
The highest one that we've had in this thing. So now that we know what IBUs are, Maple Red is 18. Gotta get some old cans out. The black lager was 19. So the Maple Red should be less hoppy than the black lager.
I can't read this.
Pounds
Is that 20 or 26?
20. Pounds of pumpkin was 14. So that's the lowest. The honey rye pale ale?
That was 33, right?
33.
I guarantee, I wish we had those bottles.
But but that's what I was saying though, like, going back to that. This is much lower, like if an IPA is 75, this is much less bitter than an IPA. So, that being said, the Maple Red, 18 IBUs, it should not be very bitter. In fact, the Octoberfest is, 16 IBUs. So it's not much more than that. Huh. Well, we learned something interesting then.
Yeah. Ooh, that's cool.
Because that gives,
Oh my God.
as far as your enjoyment of beer, it has a lot to do with it.
I wonder, do all beers have this on it?
I've never seen it before on anything other than Sam Adams.
Have you tasted it?
No.
It smells syrupy in the like maple syrup because it is maple.
It is sweet smell.
I am so full. This is not getting drunk entirely.
At least drink enough to
I will.
put your
Oh,
thing down.
what down?
Your review. See, I can drink these more leisurely than you because you're spending all the time talking. So I just drink while you talk. It's not hoppy or bitter.
No, I don't think it has much flavor at all. I don't taste maple. I smell maple. I don't taste maple.
Well, we had that one that was,
We had one. It was like syrup,
it was like the maple glaze on the donuts.
which I do not like. I like maple syrup, but I don't like the maple glaze. And it was terrible.
Never make it as a Canadian.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't because of the cold.
I like maple syrup. I don't want maple glaze. I don't like the Kahlua cake. Everybody else seems like, I wonder how that would be with maple glaze if people like maple.
Why would you do that?
Hmm?
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I was just thinking something different.
It's fine with
The Kahlua glaze. I don't think this really has any flavor. Could be the last beer. I don't know. What did we drink last? The
Black.
lager. I don't think it has much flavor at all. I really don't taste anything. Like nothing. I don't taste maple. I don't taste anything.
I mean, it tastes like beer.
But I'm sure I taste that.
You gotta taste something.
I don't know what I taste. A little coldness on my tongue.
Yeah, it's a little fizzy when
when you
It's
drink.
busy.
Well, I guess, like, if it doesn't taste like anything, and you really don't know what to say about it, then I guess really
I
almost
wouldn't get
by
this because I don't even taste it.
that makes it almost by technical definition unremarkable
Yeah.
because you can't remark upon
I mean,
it.
I don't smell the maple now.
It's not like a hot Miller High Life or something.
No.
It's not like a Corona. So you see what I'm getting? I mean, it tastes like beer. There is something about it that's beer.
I don't know. I mean, I do not.
I guess that's what I was getting at. It's not like water with a slight fizzy hint of an aftertaste like High Life or piss water like Corona. Can you imagine a Corona warm? You wouldn't know. Like somebody could piss in a bottle, in a Corona bottle, if it was warm, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know if you're drinking warm Corona or if you're drinking piss.
I love
I love you.
you. I don't want any more of it.
I would like to be able to say something on it.
I have nothing to say
Well, there's a first.
about the beer.
Like,
I always have something to say.
I mean, I don't know what to say.
I taste zero. I taste zero maple.
Yeah, it does not taste like maple.
Zero. I did smell the maple when I opened when he opened the bottle, but I didn't taste any maple whatsoever.
I mean, when they say maple red, it is red.
Hey guys, I'm tired.
It's
Yeah, it's
but
not
it's not
heavy.
like it's not like an Irish. It's not like the Irish red they had before. I don't know if you've had Killian's. It's not like a Killian's though. It's the most common red beer around here. I don't know.
Well, my thoughts are if there's not much to say about beer, then there's really nothing to say. It has no flavor.
That's all I have to say
That's all I've
about
got to
that.
say about that. Mama always said. But to me, here's what I'll say about it. To me, it doesn't have any flavor. It does not taste like maple. I am not impressed, Samuel Adams. Clearly, you don't care what I think because you still make hoppy beers. So,
Well, I mean, there are people who do like hoppy beers.
well, there's something wrong with those people. I would say the only taste you have is in your mouth. That would be incorrect. I will say this about this is our fifth,
Yeah.
which I've not finished. I'm feeling
Well, the lightest one we've had was the black, which is funny. You get this idea in your head like these thick, heavy beers are more alcohol, but they're not. The lightest one we've had was 4.9, and that one was the black.
This one, I think, was 6.2. So this is the strongest.
Well, maybe that'll make that strong so you drink more because it surely doesn't have flavor. Or sure doesn't have flavor. Like there's zero maple flavor to it.
Well, yeah, there's no maple flavor.
Which is, I mean,
It's not. I mean, I don't think it's bad.
no, well, it's not good. It's not good because there isn't any flavor to it.
I mean, if I were drinking a beer to have a beer, I think I would rather have this than
I'd rather have that than many other things.
a. Yeah, but I'm saying, like a real beer with no flavor, I don't even mean real beer, but just like real no flavor, like a Bud Light or something.
Well, you said beer, so that doesn't qualify.
Well, that's why I didn't mean to say like real beer, but if I was going to drink something to taste something, I would prefer this over that. So it's not like a cheap yellow.
Wannabe beer?
Yeah.
Overpriced water?
So, I mean, it would beat the pants off of, Coors or Bud or Miller or something, but of course you'd pay twice as much for it.
Yeah. I have nothing spectacular to say about it. What?
So, does that round it up?
Round it up.
So I guess, let's see, what did we have for a quick recap? We had 20 pounds of pumpkin.
I give that a thumbs up.
Yeah, I give it a thumbs up too. It was not, similarly to how the maple wasn't mapley, it really wasn't that pumpkin-y.
Which was okay.
Yeah, and I'm not complaining. I actually, as much as I like pumpkin pie and everything like that, I appreciated the lack of pumpkininess in my beer.
Yeah.
5.7% alcohol, so fairly stout, 14 IBUs, so not bitter.
Went
So
all around.
It was a decent beer. Number 2, honey rye pale ale. It's not Jen's thing. If you like IPAs or stuff like that, but you want something that's not so bitter,
Then go home, have your mom splat the taste back into your mouth.
Okay. If you want a more helpful suggestion, though, this one would actually satisfy you pretty good. If you enjoyed the taste of the hops, but you didn't want all of the bitterness that you can get, the honey rye pale ale worked pretty well. 5.8% alcohol by volume, 33 BTU, so not that bitter.
Yeah.
Black lager, 4.9% alcohol, not as
That was good.
strong alcohol.
No.
19 IBUs, so still not really.
It was a thumbs up. It wasn't like my favorite probably dark beer.
Like I said,
it wasn't bad.
Good introduction to the kind of a cool label with the raven and everything on it.
Yeah, I like the raven. I like Halloween. So it makes me think of Halloween.
And then the maple ale, not really that strong of a flavor. Real maple flavor. It's
kind of like a here because there's no.
I would say
it's weird. It's weird because with the pumpkin one, we were expecting the pumpkin, and we were okay that it didn't have the pumpkin. But I'm kind of disappointed that the maple didn't have a little maple for some reason.
We had the one with that was the maple before that was like way maple.
It was overkill.
I wasn't down with that maple.
No, but for some reason with this one I'm a little disappointed. I guess because there's like no flavor.
What I would say is it kind of, in this, to me, it kind of depends on your expectations.
I mean, I like maple syrup, but I'm not
It's
going to drink
much-
it out of a bottle. But
It's much better than a lot of the cheapo beers.
yeah,
But
they're still not.
if you're
there's not
wanting
much
something
flavor.
more, if you're getting like a craft beer because you want something more, a distinguishing flavor, then you're not getting that either. And then last but not least, Sharkhead!
Oh, y'all see why I love this man.
Is that all we got?
All we got.
Alrighty.
Love one another. Stop the hate.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. And it's actually pretty easy.
Yep. Jesus wasn't white, y'all.
So, anyway, we'll have Octoberfest on the next one. We'll see you guys on the next video.
Peace.
Bye.